Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Joffy Noodle Legs here today, again with another one of my feature species episodes. Today we're looking at the Avicularia, your pink toe, which, just missed that sadly. She just grabbed her dinner. She's up the top here. See ya? Yeah, as it's a feeding day for her, I thought I'd give her a little feature species episode. This is your Avicularia. Yep, your common pink toe tarantula. I've had her now for a while, a good few months. She's molted in my care. She's a dirty little monkey, as you can see. They tend to shoot their poop. That's one of their defense mechanisms. They do shoot their poop. She's never done that to me, but yeah, that's their defense mechanism. She's or he is an arboreal spider. It's my only arboreal spider. I don't have arboreal spiders for some reason. Don't know why. I do like them. Trying to just very gently see if I can move the lid so we can get a closer look at her, guys. She'll probably scoot down as soon as I do. There we go. Look at that. There she is. Got some beautiful colorations. Look at those pink toes. So yeah, these are an arboreal species. So they would like, when you do an enclosure, if you're thinking of getting one, they like more height than they do width, whereas the terrestrial likes more width than height. She's in an Exoterra, which is a 20 by 20 by 30. So that's 8 inches by 8 inches by 12. And this will probably be her forever home. She doesn't really need much more space than that. She lives behind her cork bark, which is here. She pretty much just lives behind there. She's webbed it all up extensively. We might have a little look shortly. Just making sure she's not, yeah. She's munching down on her breakfast. Yeah, we might have a little look, but she does poop quite a lot around the back there. Now, I don't like to disturb my spiders at all if I can help it. But with these ones, because they do poop quite a bit on the glass, unless it gets excessively bad, I don't worry about it, to be honest. The glass on the front, obviously that means she's been having a little walk around. The grass on the front, if that gets covered, I can easily clean that. Just making sure she's going to give us like a little happy dance with her dinner. I'm just going to make sure she doesn't do a climb out. Don't want her climbing out. So I'll be keeping a close eye on that. But she's just giving a little happy dance. And when they're doing that, it actually looks more like they're actually just spinning their food in the web so it doesn't get away. So keep your little toes down, darling. Don't want you scooting out. As you can see, she's webbing. So I think that's what pretty much they do with the happy dance. They're actually covering their food in web so it can't escape. But yeah, it's called an happy dance. Isn't she beautiful? You know? Got a lovely little view of her today. Yeah, these are arboreal, so they like to climb. In the wild, they will live upon trees, up in the trees. So that's why they like to do. Just keeping a really close eye on her because I do not want her trying to skimp out. But I do have the lid here anyway, so I can always just pop that lid down if I think, yeah, she's getting a bit too close to getting out. I don't think she will. I think it's just because she's doing her little happy dance. Normally when she grabs her food, she takes it down, but hey, let's appreciate that she's sitting on top there. Now, are these a good beginner species? Yes, they are. They're very, very good beginner species. Because they are quite, no, I don't use the word docile because I don't know if she's docile. I don't handle my spiders. Um, the word docile to me means friendly. Now, I tend to think of spiders as being more tolerant of interaction with humans, and sort of that's how I view it. I think some species are just more tolerant and don't become so defensive or skittish when interacting with humans. So that's the way I view it, rather than docile, because I wouldn't want to say to someone, yeah, it's a docile species, you know, if you're going to handle one, this is one to handle. I wouldn't recommend anyone handling spiders, because you don't know. The spider could be having a bad day. It could quickly run around, and next thing you know, you got it on your back. It might feel threatened, so it might bite. And then what's going to happen then is that the spider's probably going to end off worse than you. This is a New World species, you know, and so it doesn't have medically significant venom, you know. So their defense mechanism is they shoot their poop at you. I've never had that. I've never seen it shoot its poop, but obviously it does, looking at the glass. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful animal. They are good for beginners because they are interesting to watch, and they are quite yeah, they're not as skittish as a lot of other species. So that they do make a good beginner. They're very beautiful. They're good eaters, but just be aware that they are arboreal, so that they're not going to be out on display as much as a terrestrial Brachypelma or Grammostola, which do like to sit in the open. These tend to be a bit more hidden behind their bark, but you know, I've seen mine come out. Feeding days, yeah, I tend to put the food on the actual bark, on here, and I'll let it climb up. And she tends to, she's around here. She'll jump over, and she'll jump over and get it there. But most of the time, the crickets or whatever I'm feeding will come up here, and she'll just pounce on them. She is a good eater. She's got beautiful colorations. There's some blue colorations in there. There's some sort of red and purple colorations, and beautiful dark black and red setae on the abdomen. Beautiful legs and those little pink toes. I love those toes. You just got to love those toes, haven't you? Look at those. Beautiful. Now, environment-wise, I keep her quite dry. She does have a dry floor. She's got water bowls there. That, as I say, creates the humidity. Now, I've put them in this holder just because if she does come over, she can get to the water up here rather than down there. But once a week, I do get my sprayer out, and I do give it a little spray. Just again, it's just to keep, if she does decide, and a lot of the water goes on the glass, if she wants a drink, she can drink while she's having a walkabout. So I do give it a little bit of spray once or so a week, just to keep that a bit moist. So down here, the substrate is bone dry. It's bone dry. When it was used to think that with these species that the humidity was the most important thing with these species, but it's actually come to over time that we've learned that actually cross ventilation is the key for this species success, more so than the humidity. So there's no need to have a soaking wet environment for your spider. It doesn't require it. What I'm going to do, guys, is just going to put the lid on, just because I want the spider to be safe. It's taking its food well, and we've had a nice look. Sorry about some of the views you're going to get on this, because I'm holding my phone in my hand. And we're going to secure the lid, because what I want to do, guys, ignore the dirty glass on the front. I will be giving that a clean, because what I'm going to try and do, guys, is turn this around so we can have a look at the webbing on the back. Let's turn this around. As you can see, it doesn't need deep dub substrate because it's not a burrower. And if you can see, there's a part of a leg there. That's from her last molt. She hasn't lost a leg. Okay. And there's another bit there. These are from her molt. It was difficult to put it out. But as you can see, she's made a hammock, if you like. And that's pretty much where she lives. See all these pup here on the inside. There's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. Yeah. There's nothing I can do about the pup. Until, like I said, if it gets out of hand, guys, the only thing you can really do is actually pup here on the outside. So she has been squirting. It's been coming out here. Yeah, so the only thing you can do if it does get out of hand is give her a freshen up. But don't really like to do things like that to Miss Spider unless I really, really have to. But it is something that I would do at some point, and that would be I would take the items out of her enclosure, catch cup her out, and then just take everything out, clean it all, new substrate, and put all the stuff back in, probably in the same places as they already are, because that's what she's used to, and that's what she likes. So, yeah. We were very lucky. We've got a really nice view of her today. That's one of the beauties, guys, of the Nexoterra, is that you can take the lids off and get good views of the spider, which in a lot of enclosures you can't. There she is, look. Isn't she beautiful, eh? Let's try and get really close to her so we get a good close up. There we are. Beautiful colorations on that spider. Go munching down there on her dinner. So I'd like to thank a few people before I leave the video. My usual YouTubers I like to watch, and I recommend you guys watching them. Please give them a subscription. These people deserve it. They deserve your time to watch their amazing videos. They are Mark the Spider Guy, Peter Webster, Scott's Inverts, Spider-Man 1978, Incredible Inverts in the Deep Blue Sea, Reptile Innovations even, Unseen Universe, Bethany Spiders, Dave's Little Beasties, Robbie's Talking Teas, Unusual Pets, Annie Arachnids, RS Designs, Ellie's Bug Babies, Dave's Little Beasties, if I haven't mentioned him already. Fantastic channels, guys. Check them all out, please. The fantastic people with fantastic channels. So check them all out. So let's leave this little baby to it. Yeah, but it's just a short video today, just giving you a little update and I call it just like a feature species, just so I'm spending a little bit of time looking at these animals and you can see them, and I'll just give my little bit of opinion on if I think they're a good beginner species and how I keep my species. I've tried to give you a little bit of advice. I'm not going to go down the history route of the animal because that's not my job. It's not my job anyway, but I'm just trying to show you how I keep mine. And as they all seem to be doing really, really well, I must be doing something right. So if you've got one little bit of information for me, that's fantastic. You know, if you've got any ideas for me, that's fantastic. Don't forget to drop comments if you like. Please subscribe if you like the video. I would really appreciate it, and give the video a like. Really appreciate that. Anyway, until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I'll see you all soon.